St. Vincent women's basketball coach Jimmy Petruska didn't play college basketball. He was even cut from his high school team as a sophomore. Nevertheless, his love for the game is undeniable, and his perseverance has helped him evolve into one of the top young coaches in the country.
My brother got me started in coaching, and it's in the family. My brother is now her assistant coach at the high school level. My dad has coached, my other brother has coached, my grandfather coached, and it's what we talk about when we go home and have a family dinner or holiday dinner. And she is really she taught me how to be on a personal level and care for your players in a deeper level than just a player. And I think that's where the respect comes from as far as a coach to a player.
I had an opening, and he was a senior at St. Vincent, so I asked him if he was interested, and he obviously jumped at it, and I'm thinking, he's crazy.
Crazy to take a job nearly 60 miles away from where he lived in Latrobe, but it stresses the drive and passion that Jimmy Petruska has for the game of basketball.
He would be there every day for practice, and drive that 60 miles one way, stay for the practice, and then get right back in his car and drive home. So I knew the bug had bit. I knew that that he had a passion for for coaching, as I did.
We're same in some areas, but we're the exact opposite in the method of coaching. And she's in your face with the finger, all business, just high demand, which I demand a lot from my players as well. But that's just how she is, and it works for her because that's her personality.
I'm pretty tough, and I expect respect, and that's what I expected from all of my boys, whether it's an adult or whether it's a peer.
I'm more of a arm around the shoulder, pump you up, make you think you can do the unthinkable, and that works for me.
I can tell you that the opportunity that I had to coach with him, I wouldn't trade for the world, because he changed my style of coaching. I was from the old school. I'm pretty old, and back when I played and when I first started coaching, you yelled, you punished. I don't want to say punish, but when you miss something or you do something wrong in practice, okay, get on the line. And he really taught me to understand my players so much better. That when you don't have a great player, or when you have kids that are trying their hardest, because he would throw out about him, Mom, I was the same way. I tried, how hard I tried. Sometimes I just didn't get it. So he really changed my style.
Following a few years of assisting on the high school sidelines, Petruska looked to make a jump to the college game.
My 4th year of high school basketball, and I decided that I wanted to make a transition and jump into a higher level of coaching. And it just so happened that St. Vincent was where I was landing at the moment in time. I did not plan on coming back here to coach. I think I applied for 30 different positions, mostly local from the Cranberry Mars area, from where I used to live. And Coach Zawacki was the first to get back to me. She said, come on up for an interview, and she hired me that day.
A short stint as a graduate assistant led him to a full-time assistant coach position under Kristen Zawacki. After her untimely passing on Christmas 2010, Petruska suddenly became just the 2nd head coach in program history.
He was a little bit different as an assistant. Naturally, he played a different role, and that's where my relationship started with him. He was my mentor coming in from freshman year, especially as the assistant, and we have a pretty strong bond towards that. And I think it's just becoming his team. He's starting to do things his way, keeping the same values as the WAC had, but just doing it in a little bit different way, and how he grew up coaching.
He does demand a lot from us, but at the same time, he's always there, patting us on the back, letting us know that we are doing something good. It's always positive encouragement from him.
He's just extremely personable. He makes you feel welcome. He makes you feel like you belong here, and that's just really what I remembered. He made me feel comfortable, and he really I bought into his message right away. And that's just really essentially why I came here.
I study so much about a recruit that they don't even know I'm looking at. You know, I watch a recruit, how they talk to their parents before and after games, talk to their friends, their coaches. Are they receptive to what their, the coach or the parent is telling them? Their body language, maybe how they treat an official, whether you like the official or not, that they're in control. And that's something that you have to understand. So character-wise, I mean, that's something I believe in 100%, and I think it's a great foundation to building success on and off the court.
I know for a fact that he recruits people like that. He wants people to come in here who are going to set a good example, who are going to be role models.
I demand eye contact. When you're talking to somebody, you need to look at them in the eye. I mean, that's my number one. I tell my recruits that. And a lot of recruits love to hear that. If I were talking to a recruit and I'm looking left, right, up, and down, I'm not connecting on a personal level. It's just not there.
When everybody's locked in, eye contact, I'm zeroed in on him, especially. I try to do that a little bit more exaggerated, just so people follow that lead. As a captain, I try to do that, but he doesn't. He rarely has to yell at us about, pay attention, listen up. People just automatically do it. And that just comes from what kind of leader and what kind of coach he is. People respect what he has to say and know that that's what needs to be done. He knows what he's talking about.
Character is a backbone of any successful program, and that's inside sports, outside of sports, doesn't matter. And character is who you are when you're tested. Adversity is who you are when you're tested, and who you are is what your character brings out.
He's definitely helped me grow, not only as a player but also as a person. He's helped me tremendously on the court with my confidence, like with my shooting. He's always in the gym with me, helping me just get up shots. He's always rebounding for me. And then off the court, he's just been a really good mentor and a leader in terms of school, upon graduation. So in all aspects, he's definitely been a really good person to look up to.
He's been a tremendous part in who I've become as a player, as a person, overall in general and anything. Like I said, he's been my mentor for a while. He believes in me 100%, probably more than I believe in myself. He trusts me. Our opinions, we think pretty much alike, almost exactly alike actually, which is nice because we're always on the same page. But he really just instills confidence in me, and lets me have free reign to do what I want on the court, like athletically wise. But at the same time, I mean, we're always on the same page. So anything that he wants, I'm already ready to do that.
Despite coaching at one of the most successful basketball programs in the PAC, Petruska has even bigger dreams for St. Vincent, this year and beyond.
Win the PAC conference, hands down. And I really want to get back to that national recognition, and it might be a lofty goal, but I want to win a national championship. I've seen a lot of the teams throughout the national level, and there's no reason why we can't do it. There's no reason why we can't work a little harder to get to where we need to get to. And I think it's very achievable. I also want to raise our team GPA. I really want to push them academically and continue to push them just focus-wise as far as how bad do you want it. I mean, the tools are here. I think the talent is here. I believe in that. Now, how bad do you want it? So as far as the vision for the program, I want to continue to push it forward, even more so than it's ever been before.